Hello everyone. Today I'd like to talk about the theory of evolution and express my opinion on the way it's being taught in our schools. The way evolution is typically taught says that evolution is the result of random mutations in DNA followed by natural selection, which is basically a recognition that mutations that increase the survivability of an organism will lead to more reproduction and greater numbers of offspring with that mutation. Thus, the population evolves. I'm making a claim that the mutations are not random, at least the ones that count. If the mutations that cause meaningful evolution were random, it would have taken so many generations of life before humans evolved that the number of years it would take exceeds the number of subatomic particles in the known universe. That is an extremely large number of years, far greater than the age of the universe. But if you consider, for instance, mutations in the TP53 gene, which codes for the p53 protein, a tumor suppressor protein, the mutations always occur in the same bases, which causes one amino acid in p53 to be replaced by another particular amino acid. There's about 10 different mutations that can occur, and they happen at particular positions, always the same ones. Why? If you studied some biochemistry, you may have learned about catalytically perfect enzymes. By catalytically perfect is meant every time a substrate molecule collides with the enzyme, a catalytic event occurs. This can happen because the catalytically perfect enzyme has an electrostatic distribution on its surface, such that the substrate is guided to the active site and in the proper orientation. It works in a holographic kind of way. In that same way, I believe DNA is guiding chemical mutagens to particular base positions, causing particular mutations to occur. I'm not saying random mutations don't occur, just that most of the ones that count in the long run are not random. So this adds a new dimension to our understanding of DNA and evolution. Not only does DNA ultimately code for proteins, the course it wants to follow in evolution is also a result of the genetic code, because the genetic code also codes for the electrostatic distribution along the strand of DNA. Of course, this process isn't catalytically perfect, which might be a good thing, which might not be a good thing, but is somewhat catalytic. Meaningful evolution is not the result of random mutations. That's impossible. Please leave your thoughts in the comments.